pleasure to be here. In case you are wondering, he is not kidding. I am a rabbi. I'm the rabbi downtown. Yeah, I don't want you guys to feel... Yeah, I appreciate the thoughts. I don't want you also to feel uneasy. A lot of people feel uneasy around rabbi. It just means I'm better than all of you. That's all it means. Especially you single people out here who are coming. Anybody here single? Yeah, great. Coming on Saturday night to a bar with 8 drink tickets. That's the true path to love for all of you people. Yeah, I met my wife at a community garden, but you do it your way. I'm sure it'll go well. I think it's going to be beautiful. You know, as a rabbi, I'm asked a lot of funny questions, but I'm a liberal rabbi from the very liberal end. Just the other day, I was sitting down with someone. He said, "Do you mind if I eat pork with you?" I said, "Hey, I'm a liberal rabbi. I don't mind if you eat pork. It doesn't matter to me if you're going to hell. You know, you're my family." Because you know, pork is the fastest way to get to hell. That and mayonnaise on pastrami on white. So mayonnaise, pastrami, white, and pork, and of course murder. Murder too, don't murder. I think I probably need to say that for a couple of you out here. So you think I'd garner a lot of respect as a rabbi? Not really. My uncle, who's like the patriarch of my family, think of like the Godfather, but short, skinny, and Jewish. And he came up to me the other day. I talked to him. I said, "You know, I did a great set. I was great." He said, "Are you thinking about becoming a professional comedian?" I said, "You know, I have a wife, I have a kid on the way, and a good job. It would be really stupid for me to do that." He said, "Yeah, but you've made so many stupid mistakes in your life, and this is where I'm coming from. My family. It's even worse, you know, with my family. But luckily, I have the most amazing mother-in-law in the world. I am so lucky. It's my wife's mother-in-law. I have a lot of issues with her. She has caused a lot of friction in my life. She basically told me growing up, you got 3 jobs you can do to be respectable in life: doctor, lawyer, and dead to me. And I'm neither of those, so I'm dead to my mother. I crave affirmation, though. I sometimes go home in scrubs so my dogs will think I'm a doctor. I need that affirmation. So what I've decided to do is try and make the world a better place, unlike what all of you are doing, obviously, by being here at a bar on a Saturday night. I try and end discrimination, hate. I think hate is the worst thing in the world. Anti-Semitism, terrible. Racism, terrible. Hating somebody because they're part of a group is awful. We're in America. This is a great country, and I think we're all thinking the same thing. We don't want you to hate me because I'm Jewish. We want you to hate me because you've met me. That's right, it's because you're jealous of this body. That's why I don't wear a robe, because of this. You don't wear a robe when you got this, you know what I'm saying? Because you're jealous because I'm going to heaven and you're probably not. I don't mind that, but don't be hateful because I'm Jewish. Just the other day I was talking to a woman who was very upset because, it was actually about 2 years ago, her daughter was converting to Judaism, and she came in and she said, "What about all of the persecution our Christian ancestors have gone through?" I said to her, "You know what, I'm so happy your daughter's converting to Judaism because we've never had any persecution in our lives." But as people, we don't understand that everybody hates. It's unfortunate that we're all hated by somebody. I was at an event of African Americans at Savannah State, and afterwards I was talking about Jewish persecution, and this lady came up to me and said, "How can you be persecuted? You're white." And I said, "I guess some people are just gifted." I mean, you're gifted at persecution, you're good at something. But hating everybody of one group is wrong. I mean, it's terrible hating people because you're black or white. There is understanding if you hate someone on a personal level. Like, let's say we hate comedians. That's probably okay. Well, more we hate comedians who tell dirty jokes and give gross stories. We hate them because we all know they go to the second lowest level of hell. So it's important to differentiate. The lowest level of hell is for people who laugh at that joke. Just a little warning for you people. But let's take this gentleman right here. This gentleman right there. You are a good-looking man. A handsome man. I hate you. It's jealousy. It's not good, but it's understandable. It's on a personal level. As a rabbi, I think, I wish I was as good looking as you. But really, I wish that God would send boils all over your skin and make you unable to enjoy anything in life like dementors have sucked out your life. You know what I'm saying? And then I hope that you die in a corner alone, never knowing love and affection. Have a good time tonight, all right? Enjoy, all right? So that's understandable. It's a one-to-one thing, but hating everybody? It's understandable too for my dog. My dog is a racist. You raise them well, but you just never know how it's gonna. She hates black people. I mean, really hates them. But she's 14. That's 98 in human years. She's from a different generation, so it's understandable. She has a lot of issues. So you have to, you know, my wife is always trying to feed her, saying, come here, eat, eat, eat. There are starving dogs in China being eaten. She's a great dog. You just do one thing. Don't tell her I'm Jewish. That's all I'm got, because she is an anti-Semite. I see the KKK in her eyes, and she does not know. She thinks the doctor thing, but she doesn't know. So the truth is, hate is a terrible thing, and we are all really part of the world. And if we're going to hate people, understand that everybody hates. Everybody is hated by somebody. So what I'm here to teach you is that religions are very similar, just different in certain ways. Like, for instance, everybody wants to help out. So I volunteer with the GGG shelters. Anybody heard of the GGG? Have anybody heard of it? I volunteer with the GGG. Anybody heard of it? Okay, let me explain. Volunteer is a word that you use when you give of your time on a Saturday night and don't go to a bar and eat 8 drinks. So I take groups to Habitat for Humanity, a great organization. And I do it to bring them there. I don't do it to do anything myself. So the last time I went, they handed me, I think it was a machete or something, I don't know, whatever you build a house with, a screwdriver, whatever they call it. And they asked me to do, I said, listen, if you want a holy man with carpentry skills, you're asking the wrong Jew. You know what I'm saying? I bring people here. I don't do stuff. But you have to understand, we're all the same. There's little subtle differences, like people always stereotype Jews. Oh, you don't play sports. Oh, you don't go to sports camps. And I take offense at that, because that is quite insulting. You know, I volunteered at sports camps. Jews love to go to sports camps. The only difference is we go to learn how to own a team. Not to, you know, I came out of the womb with a trick knee, so I'll learn how to do lunge, but I'm not going to schwitz at all. That's just not my thing. So that's a little subtle things. It's like, you know, the biggest difference happens to be with food. Like, I went out with some Persian friends of mine the other day to take out Thai food, and they order food like heathens. I'd like number 1 with a Coke, I'd like number 3 with a Sprite, I'd like number 4 with a beer. This is how you order. I'd like number 5, I like the hot Thai, but I want it hot, not cold. I want it to come out immediately, not later. I don't want any Brussels sprouts, I want no vegetables, a little bit of egg, but not too much egg. If it's too spicy, I'm sending it back. If it's not spicy enough, I am sending it back. I want water, but I want bottled water. No ice, unless you have bottled water and ice. I want chopsticks, the wooden ones, not those plastic things. So what I'm saying, I'll tip you well, but if it's not as I want it, I'm sending it right back. That is how you order. So if you learn one thing from tonight, it's that the difference between religions is that we order food differently. That's the difference, everyone. So if you learn one thing for tonight. So I want to thank all of you for coming here. It's so happy to be here. It's such a pleasure. Savannah is such a great place and so open to so many people in different communities. Like, for instance, tonight, we're doing something historic. For the first time in history, you, non-Jews, are allowing a Jew to do stand-up comedy. Thank you. I'm the first stand-up comedian. Actually, I did that joke at a high school reunion, and a gentleman came up after me saying, "Excuse me, sir, I know of at least 3 other Jewish comedians. You really need to know your people better." So I said, thank you. So I'm not the first Jewish comedian, I'm the 4th Jewish comedian, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good time.